Hey, hey, CBD practitioner, Amber Patterson. Anybody on here tonight? No, it's Wednesday, midweek. Everybody's probably in bed like I'd like to be after a 12-hour shift again. I'll just wait and see if a few people hop on here. If you're seeing this video, make sure you share. You will get an entry into a drawing for a free bottle of CBD oil for every share that you do. All of my videos, any share will enter you again. And at the end of the month, I draw from those people. And this month's winner in August was Bonnie Winningham, and I've just contacted her, and she's pretty excited. So be sure to share these videos. I just jumped on here tonight to do a quick review, see if I could catch any newbies on here that may not be familiar with CBD oil. Do a little bit of the basics. So feel free to ask any questions, share the video, comment below if you want some more information. I'll be glad to send you some. Just for anyone who doesn't know, which it looks like most of the people jumping on know me pretty well, but my name is Amber Patterson. I am a family nurse practitioner. I work in an urgent care setting currently, and I am a major CBD advocate. My story began 4 years ago when my son was diagnosed with epilepsy, and he's always struggled with anxiety as well. But when he was diagnosed with epilepsy, I began my research into CBD. It's highly effective for that, and I've watched the laws and the products, and I've been researching it for years. So, Farm Bill 2018, and now hemp CBD is legal in all 50 states. So I have jumped on this bandwagon, and I am trying to get it out to as many people as possible. Myself and my children and my dog are all currently taking it, and we're having great results. I've sold to lots of people now, and I've heard nothing but good results. One or two have not had much results, not anything bad, but not great results. And for them, we worked on some dosing instructions, and most of them are getting some good results too. So the basics, what is CBD oil? CBD is a compound that's found in cannabis, and cannabis is a species that has two plants, hemp and marijuana. The legal in 50 states CBD is from the hemp plant, so everything I'm talking about is hemp CBD. The hemp has high CBD, which is the medicinal component, and low THC, which is the psychoactive property that gives you a high. So the hemp CBD just has trace amounts of the THC, whereas the marijuana plant has high THC, which is why it's used for recreational purposes to get high, and low in CBD. So it does have some medicinal benefit, but it's much less than the hemp plant. Let's see, so CBD doesn't get you high, like I said. It primarily interacts with the body's endocannabinoid system. All mammals have an endocannabinoid system. That includes our pets, and I'm going to talk about some of the pet products tonight. So when I refer to how it affects the body, it's talking about people and pets. It's really great for dogs. But all mammals have an endocannabinoid system, and the CBD, which is cannabidiol, interacts with the endocannabinoid system, which is throughout our body. It's in our brains, our skin, our digestive tract, everywhere. Hundreds of receptors all throughout the body. Actually, millions. So almost every organ of your body contains these receptors, and when you give your body the CBD, it gets in there, blocks the enzyme, and helps regulate and balance your body. So the endocannabinoid system has 4 primary purposes: neuroprotection, stress relief, that's a big one, immune response, and it regulates the body's general state of balance, like I said. So it helps with appetite, sleep, mood, and pain. It inhibits the enzymes that break down the endocannabinoids, which leads to an increase in your body's naturally producing cannabinoids. So this is a system that our body naturally possesses. The CBD just helps our body to work like it should. It stops our body from malfunctioning. There's 2 main types of receptors throughout your body. CB1 and CB2. CB1 receptors are located primarily in the central nervous system and the brain of mammals, and CB2 is generally found in the peripheral nervous system. For hundreds of millions of years, every vertebrate on Earth has been equipped with this endocannabinoid system, which is a crucial system in the body and has been known about in scientific and medical communities since the 1980s. However, it's still not being taught about in most medical schools. Let that sink in. That's bizarre. So the history of hemp. Hemp has a very vast history that cannot go unnoticed. The first American flag was made from hemp. George Washington and Thomas Jefferson both grew hemp. Ben Franklin made hemp paper. The Declaration of Independence is drafted and written on hemp. Hemp was used as rope for ships, and it was actually required. You could be jailed or fined for not growing hemp. In the American colonies, hemp has been grown for the last 12,000 years. It was used as money in the 1800s. You used to be jailed for not growing hemp, like I said, and you can make over 25,000 products with hemp. That's insane. So hemp is also extremely nutritious. What else is in the hemp extract? It has amino acids, carbohydrates, vitamins, B1, B2, B6, and D. It's loaded with fatty acids, omegas 3 and 6. It has trace minerals, iron, zinc, calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Hey, Kayla. Beta-carotene, chlorophyll, flavonoids, ketones, nitrogenous compounds, pigments, water, terpenes. That's a big one. I know you probably don't know what a lot of those words mean because they're pretty technical, but the summary is it's extremely nutritious. So, I mean, even if you don't take it for the other benefits, it's amazing as a nutritional supplement. So what's the difference between hemp and marijuana? They're both of the cannabis sativa species. So industrial hemp is actually very fibrous. It has really long, strong stalks. So it looks more like a cornfield, really, really tall, taller than corn actually. And it barely has any flowering buds. Hemp naturally has a high amount of CBD and trace amounts of THC. Marijuana is the opposite. Marijuana grows in a smaller, bushier, and full of flowering buds, and it's high in THC and very, very low in the CBD, the medicinal part. Marijuana is typically used recreationally, spiritually, and medicinally. Hemp is used for herbal supplements, food, fiber, rope, paper, bricks, oil, plastics, all sorts of stuff. So standards you should look for before purchasing your CBD oil. CBD is really taking off, so you can buy it now. Somebody said at Nanny's Corner on Kings Mountain. You can buy it at some of the spas, some of the health food stores. You can buy it online, but you really need to know what you're looking for because it is not all the same. It's not regulated, and you can't be certain of what you're getting in the bottle. So you need to turn the bottle over yourself and see what's in it. Make sure you know where your hemp product is grown. Is it grown and processed overseas? Is it done here locally in the United States? The hemp plant will absorb the good and the bad from air, water, and soil. So that's why it's so important that you know that it's grown organically on United States soil. You don't want a bunch of chemicals put in it. It needs to be organically grown, non-GMO, grown and processed on American soil, and you need to be able to very easily find this information. If you can't, I wouldn't purchase it. You don't know what's in it. Does the company provide easy access to lab analysis results? This is crucial. If you don't have these results, then you have no idea what is in your bottle. These results tell you they should get another company, pay another company to do third-party testing, and then those results should be available to you online. The third-party testing should tell you the heavy metal content, whether it has lead, arsenic, and mercury. It should tell you if pesticides, herbicides, fertilizers, or mold are present in the bottle that you're taking. If there's any microbes, some of them have living organisms in them. Chemical solvents, a lot of them have the polyethylene glycol and propylene glycol, and these chemicals break down into carcinogens, so cancer-causing agents. So you need to make sure that those, I've actually seen some hemp CBD products with those ingredients listed on the back. And you also need to know the cannabinoids that are in it. So you need to know the CBD and the THC potency. They can say it's CBD oil, but does it actually have CBD in it? And how was that CBD processed? And was it ruined in the process? And it also tells you the potency and ensures you that it's within the legal limit THC, because you don't want to be carrying around a bottle that actually has high levels of THC that's actually illegal. So the third-party testing, the lab analysis results are important. If you buy a bottle, you're not going to be able to see these, so you need to be able to look up the company and see if they're transparent enough to reveal all this online, or if they even do third-party testing. So is the company certified? The Health Science Authority goes to the company's manufacturing facilities, their labs, and audits the company, and then they give them a GMP certificate. That's a good manufacturing practice certificate. So that tells you whether they're processing this stuff right, whether it's mold-free, chemical-free, and that it's what they're saying it is. How is the oil extracted from the hemp plant? That's also very important. The CO2 extraction is the gold standard in the industry. It preserves the CBD to its original state without ruining the medicinal value of it. It's very expensive and requires a trained chemist. So many companies don't have the resources for this extraction method, and that's why you can go buy a bottle for $25, because they're not paying for this high-dollar stuff to get the product out and give you the product that they're saying that they're selling you. So you need to know the extraction process, and that should be available to you online as well. That's the industry gold standard, like I said, because it preserves the most cannabinoids and yields the highest quality and purity of oils. There are lots of unsafe extraction methods which use harmful solvents, such as propane, hexane, pentane, and butane, which lead to unsafe residue in the product. Again, the point of this is to help your body become healthier, to help heal your body. So you don't want to have a bottle of chemicals with carcinogens and mold and microbes. That's scary. So don't just pick up a bottle off of a shelf. Look at the company, turn it over, look at the ingredients, and then go and Google that and see what you can find online. If you have to call the company, you can do that as well. But all of this stuff should be very transparent to you. It should not be difficult to get this information. So does the company use full plant extracts from high resin hemp? Full plant extracts are rich in the cannabinoids and terpenes. The flower contains most of the resin, unlike the stem and hemp seed containing very little cannabinoids. You should be able to contact the company and easily determine whether the whole plant is used or just the aerial parts. If not, then the company's not being transparent and their product becomes questionable. Most high resin hemp is grown domestically in the United States, and that's what you want. So if a company gets their hemp shipped from overseas, I'd pretty much eliminate them right off. The practices overseas are not up to our standards. I wouldn't put it in my body. No additives are needed for a full plant extract, as the oil is extracted from the hemp plant. I've seen a lot of CBD oil that's mixed with coconut oil, and I've read a lot of the research about how coconut oil is very, very high in the fatty acids, and that's supposed to be healthy and it's supposed to get you the CBD better. But from my understanding, the full plant extract allows the plant to work with itself. It's synergistically working together, so I don't see why you would need to add coconut oil to something that already has oil. It seems more natural to me to have the hemp seed oil so that it can work like it's supposed to without having any additives. So I would recommend no additives, no coconut oil, no vegetable oil, nothing but hemp. Everything should be hemp. So I just want to talk about the hemp oil for your pets, because the company that I support does have pet products, and a lot of people don't realize that it's amazing for pets. We have the oil that you can give your dog, or dog treats, and the oil is bacon flavored, and it's a lesser concentration because pets don't need the same strength that people do. So 10 things you want to know about CBD oil for pets. CBD does not get you high. It also does not get your pets high. The plant is 100% safe for all mammals. So the concern with CBD oil for pets is THC poisoning. So the marijuana can actually, they can build up the levels in their bodies, and it actually can poison your animals. So that has to be prescribed medically by a vet, and it's not available here in Virginia. But the hemp CBD does not have the THC, so it actually cannot be toxic to your pets. It's actually extremely healthy, and it can't get them high, and it can't build up to high levels. So this CBD oil reduces anxiety in your pets. This is one reason I use it for my dog. She has major anxiety. She has anxiety most of the time, but she has very, very bad storm anxiety. I mean, she just shakes uncontrollably. It's pitiful. So that's one reason that I give my dog the CBD oil, as well as the fact that she's 10 years old and has a ton of arthritis and can barely walk half the time. So that's why I started her on the CBD oil, and she's been doing much better. I'm still working on her dose. She's still scared of storms, but I'm going to keep increasing it until we can find a good place for her. And she's definitely more mobile and seems to be in a little bit less pain. She's got more pep to her step. But it helps keep pets calm. Many things can make them feel anxious: moving, a new pet in the house, social anxiety, noise anxiety, separation anxiety. With the holidays coming up, a lot of Halloween, the costumes, Christmas, the lights, the 4th of July, yay, started my schnauzer with seizures on CBD, no seizures since last Saturday. Yeah, I'm getting to that. That's major. But CBD oil can help control their anxiety. It also can help control dogs that have excessive barking, because typically, not always, but typically dogs that bark constantly and or whine constantly, it's because they're anxious. So it helps to calm their anxiety, which also settles down the barking. Has good results for that, because it can help calm them and keep them in a calmer state. CBD oil can fight cancer. It not only can kill cancer cells, but it can get rid of tumors. It fights the cells and prevents any further growth. And that's in people and pets. It can treat epilepsy and seizures. That's what we were just saying. And my customer has had some really good results already. But we know CBD oil helps seizures. That's what originally got me into this for my son. And it does with animals as well. There are many animals that have seizures. It reduces the frequency of the seizures, and for some it stops them altogether, especially if you can find the right dose. It relieves pain for dogs, especially the older dogs. There's been a lot of testimonials about dogs with hip dysplasia that are up and walking when before they could not walk at all. It helps all the inflammation in all of their joints. So it gives them more mobility and helps relieve a lot of their pain. And it's also really good for after surgery. I'm going to try to get a presentation together for some of the local vets and see if I can get them on board. I'm sure I might meet some resistance, but maybe we'll get the ball rolling, because it's really good for post-surgical type pain. It helps to heal faster, and also stops the pain and stops any inflammation that's going to come too. Helps with inflammatory bowel disease. That's another one that I use it for my dogs, or my dog. Jazzy has a horrible stomach, I guess, from her anxiety. She constantly gets colitis. She's constantly, you can hear her stomach rolling. She constantly won't eat. And I don't know if that's related to her age or her anxiety, or if she's got something more going on, but the CBD oil has helped that a lot. In fact, I'm not sure she's had any problems since we've started her. Not many. So it eases the pain related to the inflammatory bowel, and it also reduces the inflammation. With daily use, you can help prevent it and the colitis, and help with a healthy gut motility. So it helps keep everything moving like it should. And I know another person who's been using it for her dog's constipation, and it has helped with that a lot as well. It reduces chronic inflammation and autoimmune disease. That's also people and pets. All of these are. Autoimmune disease, all of them, are when your body is triggering an inflammatory response, but there's nothing there that it should actually be battling, so it actually attacks itself. So this stops that. It stops the whole process. It stops your body from attacking itself, and it stops the whole inflammatory process. So it helps with any autoimmune disease in pets or people. Like I said before, it has a neuroprotective property. So CBD protects against any neurodegenerative diseases, and that's in people and pets, such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. It can slow the progression of Alzheimer's, and it can actually help increase facial recognition in people. But it does the same for pets. It slows the progression and it protects from the development of the tube. It regulates appetite. So the great thing about this in pets and people, it regulates the appetite. It doesn't increase the appetite or decrease the appetite. It does whatever you need it to do. Whatever your body is needing, it balances. So if you're overeating and you're having cravings nonstop, it helps with that. If you have a lack of an appetite because of other reasons, then it increases your appetite. I think that's amazing. It promotes cardiovascular health in both people and dogs. Regular consumption of hemp oil can prevent damage to blood vessels and protect them by reducing blood pressure and heart rate. That's a big deal, guys. So how many medications can we get off of if we start on this CBD hemp oil? So you start taking this plant that we've already talked about being highly nutritious. How many medications can you come off of? Someone tonight told me that they were using it topically, rubbing it on neuropathy pain in their legs, and that they've been able to come off of Lyrica and another pain medicine, I can't remember. Another person's dog has hip dysplasia and constipation. That's the one I was talking about. He's up running around like a little jackrabbit. Another person has used it on a fungus on her nail that she's been battling for about 3 years, and it's looking amazing. I saw it. Another person has helped them tremendously with focus, and they're still trying to get the benefits of sleep, so they're still going up on their dose. It's been lots of testimonials for diabetics and keeping their blood sugars under control. And honestly, that's about all I can think of tonight because I'm so tired. But I do want to get this information to you. So if you want some more information, be sure to comment and I will send you everything you need to know. I have PDF documents typed up. I'm going to keep doing these live videos. I'm going to keep going over this stuff, and I can get you the information to find a good quality product, the one that I support, if you'd like that. Be sure to share this video so you can be entered into the drawing for a free bottle. And oh, I remember I wanted to give y'all an update on the fundraiser that I did a little while back for the sweet mama and her autistic son. He's been on the oil now. She said 2 weeks. I was thinking 3, so somewhere in there, 2 to 3 weeks. And she called me. We had a long conversation tonight because she was going to make an update on Facebook, but she wanted to ask me if he was supposed to be really, really happy on this stuff because he also suffers with bipolar, but he's having excessive happiness and he's running around. The problem with that is he's 6'2" and 300 pounds, and she said he's running up and down the halls playing and having a great time, and it's a little much to be doing in the house. But she asked me if that was to be expected because she's overwhelmed at how happy he's had. What did she say? 3 meltdowns since he's been on it, I think is what she said. None of them have been over 15 minutes, which is down from 45 minutes before. And he was the boy that has a lot of aggression, that had broken her arm and that would hit his head on stuff like 45 times in one meltdown. But his teachers have also noticed, and so they've started asking her what's going on, that he's been kind of funny lately and his behavior has been much, much improved, and he's been, whenever he does get wound up or aggravated, they've been able to distract him a lot easier. So that made my night. I'm really happy for her, and I hope that it can help with a few remaining symptoms that he has. So anyway, I'll be back soon, in a couple nights maybe, to talk about this some more. But if you want any information about CBD hemp oil for your pets or for you or for a family member, just message me. I love to educate and I love to get this information out there. So even if you don't buy this product that I support, I'll shoot you a message, Tina. Even if you don't buy this product that I support, I can still give you all this information. I can teach you how to dose it, and I can teach you the standards before you buy a product. Don't just buy it off the counter not knowing what you're getting. It's dangerous. Anyway, good night all. Share the video.